Hey friends, thanks for being with me today. And I've been thinking a lot about inner child healing. So the last probably 6 months has been, I mean, unprecedented for all of us, with everything happening in our world, with unprecedented, events taking place. There's been a deep need for healing. And even our president-elect said this is a time to come together and heal in America. So the inner child healing has been really on my heart lately. In my coaching, in a lot of my discussions, it's just been coming up again and again and again. So I wanted to share with you guys the impact that it's had in my healing journey. And some of you guys may be like, what is this inner child work? What is this inner child healing mumbo jumbo she's speaking of right now? And some of you guys may be totally familiar with it, but I think it's just a really profound thing to share because it's had such a tremendous impact in my healing journey. And yeah, I just want to share it with you guys. So the way that I was introduced to inner child work was through my therapist, and we would basically, she would facilitate these exercises where I would breathe. So I would get into my body through breath, and I would go back to moments in my life that I was still attaching a lot of heavy emotion to. So I would get quiet with breath, breathe, and start to connect to the younger me. The Jessica that was 3 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, during those really profound developmental years. And I was realizing that a lot of this pain that the younger me had, so for example, when I was 3 years old, my parents got divorced, my father left. And at that age, I couldn't really, I didn't have the tools nor the mindset to deal with grief, to deal with abandonment. And it caused just a lot of pain, at that age. And there were other things that definitely transpired that caused deep pain. And at that age, I didn't have the ability to express that pain. So it's been something that I've held on to that has affected relationships. It's affected my confidence, my self-worth. It's affected so many different areas of my life. Just, the pain that the young me went through and the things that I've held on to. So the inner child work really allowed me to open up a space to listen to what the younger me had to say, to allow me to let her know that I'm sorry for not creating a safe space for her to express a lot of these hurts and pains. And I just started to notice such a transformation taking place the more that I gave the younger me a voice to express a lot of this pain. There's also an ancient Hawaiian healing prayer called Aponopono. I know it's kind of a long, funky word that's hard to pronounce and hard to spell, but it is, the premise behind this prayer is to connect to your inner child and let her know you're sorry for not allowing that healing space. So it's just a repetitive prayer. Some people say that it can be used for inner child healing, and some also believe that it can be used for forgiveness. So whether you're forgiving yourself or whether you're forgiving someone else, it's just a repetitive prayer that says, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So that is also one really profound way. You can just meditate on that and just repeat that over and over to your inner child to let her know that you are sorry for not creating a safe space, sorry for not listening, but that you love her. So the Ho'oponopono prayer and healing has also been really profound. So that's why I wanted to mention that. And honestly, with inner child work, it doesn't have to be anything super fancy. It can literally be you getting in a quiet space and connecting to your inner child through breath. So just taking some nice deep breaths, relaxing your body, reconnecting to the younger you, and just letting her voice come through. Just in silence, create a safe space for her to express that hurt and pain that she hasn't been able to express for so long. And the most important thing when you're communicating with your inner child is just to really come from a space of love, compassion, kindness, and just let her know that you're there for her, that you're there to listen, you're there to love her, you're there to create a safe and loving space for healing to take place. And yeah, just, I really encourage the inner child work. There's a lot of profound things that have moved and shifted in my own life through giving her a voice. And it's allowed me to regain so much self-worth, self-confidence, letting go of fear. I was realizing she was holding on to so much fear because there was so much kind of trauma that happened when I was younger, and I didn't feel like this world was safe. I didn't feel like I could own my voice in this world. I didn't feel like I could really trust anyone. So by letting her express a lot of those fears, it's opened up a whole new space for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. It's been on my heart, and sending you all so much love, so much peace, and so much healing.